What's going on, people? Good morning. Real fucking cool out here in San Diego right now for no damn reason. Wanted to touch on this shit. This is for all the aspiring entrepreneurs out there, right? I was just looking at some videos and things last night, and I saw a video from a gentleman named Alex Hermosi, right? He has a business called Gym Launch that helps a lot of fitness businesses get clientele through their doors to be able to ramp up their business, right? So he said something that and also this is something I've learned from a couple books and that kind of thing as well that I've been reading, Two Brain Business as well as the E-Myth. As a business owner, you need to pay yourself. You have to pay yourself, right? The whole point of getting into business is to make money, right? And hopefully be able to do something you enjoy or something that you are passionate about and get paid fit, right? And get paid plenty. The whole idea is to make as much money as you can possibly make. So with that being said, when you are establishing your numbers, you should probably start by determining how much money you need to make. Not just how much your overhead is, not just how much rent is. How much money do you, the business owner, need to actually make to survive, right? Because if not, you're just going to keep putting money back into your business. That's what I'm guilty of, at least, right? You're going to say, well, I'm reinvesting it in the business, right? And unless you are reinvesting it in such a manner that it gives you a return on that investment, then you should be paying yourself, right? You should be putting money into the necessities to get the ball rolling, right? But after that, you should be draining your business account every month, right? You should be paying yourself, paying your employees, and trying to make money for yourself. Because again, that was the whole point. That's why most people want to be their own boss. Because one, they get to do something that they enjoy, hopefully. And two, it's going to make you money. Not just make business money, make you money. Make the actual business owner rich, right? Nobody gets into business to go broke, right? And if you just continuously put money back into your business or quote unquote reinvest it or put everything back into the business, that will never stop, right? Because you always want, for me at least, and this is my experience, I always want the next piece of equipment or the next thing that enhances my client experience in some way, shape or form. And most of the time you could do more with less, right? And that's something that I am learning gradually and something that I kind of learned the hard way and trying to implement into my own business, right? Is that I should stop buying crap, stop buying shit, right? I recently, the last purchase I made that just came in more recently was a set of medicine balls from Dynamax, right? And they're fancy, they're branded, they have Brainstorm Fitness on them, and they're heavier, right? The ones I got are heavier than the ones I had before, which that goes to say I already had some. My hair looking real fucking crazy right now. I already had some, but did I need them? Was it a need? Am I seeing any direct return on that on that $1,000 that I spent on some medicine balls? No, not at all. Not even close, right? Does it affect my workouts? Sure, but is it actually bringing more revenue into the business or into my pocket? Not at all, right? So it was an investment that I'm getting zero return on, right? That $1,000 I could have paid myself. I should have paid myself, right? So keep that in mind. If you're a business owner, if you're an aspiring business owner, right, you have to pay yourself, and do so is your time, right? Rich people make plenty money because they value their time. So you have to value your time. I was just talking to a buddy of mine, Randy's a photographer and a videographer here in San Diego, Marine veteran, great at what he does. and he told me about a job that he did, and he didn't get paid for it, right? So first of all my clients in my business pay up front, right? You don't get to take groceries home and cook them and eat them and then have to pay for them, right? You have to pay for them before you use them. So obviously not all services work like that. Not all businesses operate that way, right? You get a haircut, you pay for the haircut after, you don't pay for it before, right? Because if you hate the haircut or whatever the case might be, not all businesses work that way, right? But in my business, if you want to train, you're going to pay up front. It's that simple, right? So because that reserves your spot, and if you cancel last minute or whatever the case might be, then I'm still getting paid for my time, no matter what, right? So because that's a period of time that I could have been doing business with somebody else, or could have been making money in some other way, shape, or form, and you had it scheduled, or wherever the client might have had it scheduled, and if they didn't come, then I lose out, right? Because I could have booked somebody else in that time slot and actually been able to help that person and still get paid, right? So at the end of the day, you have to leverage your time, and you have to compensate yourself for your time, right? And I'm just now doing this. I'm only just starting to do this. I'm actually going to put myself on payroll, right? With my own business. So all the hours and hours that I spend a day, I get paid for it. Even if it's minimum wage, right? I'm going to start paying myself for the time that I spend working on my business, right? And then once the money is there, I'll be able to compensate myself for working in my business as well. So I'm going to pay myself a base salary, so that way I get paid every month, no matter what. And then I'm also going to pay myself a little bit extra for the clients that I see, right? Because if you want to trade with me, you have to pay. So you have to do that. You have to pay yourself. You have to invest in you. Because the whole point of running your own business, the whole point of being an entrepreneur, one, is to make money, right? So in order for you to make money, you have to pay yourself. You have to pay yourself out of the business. Not to mention, at the end of the year, when it's tax season and the IRS wants to see how much money the business made, the less that you have in your bank account, right, the better. Because that means that the business, yes, is making money, but it's also spending money equally. So you have to pay less on taxes at the end of the year, right? So now, obviously, you as an individual, if you put yourself on payroll, or if you're paying yourself, you're going to have to pay taxes, naturally, right? But at the end of the day, it shows that the business has the capacity to turn and burn, so to speak, right? So it has the ability to make a profit, and then the whole idea is that you, as an individual, make a profit, not just the business, right? Because if that's the case and the business has a set of money, they're going to tax your ass on it, right? The IRS going to get whatever money it is they want out of you. So don't do bad business either, right? If somebody books with you, provide them the service that you promise. But if they don't pay you, then that's bad for business no matter how you look at it, right? So nobody gets special treatment. Nobody gets a blight. Nobody gets, oh, well, you auntie, cousin, mother, father, brother, so you get a discount or whatever the case might be. That is bad for business, right? If you have people that are loyal to you that continue to do business, figure out how you could compensate them, right? But at the end of the day, business is business. My cousin told me this a long time ago, right? I was in Miami. We were in Miami for Carnival, and we had a little tent set up with food and thing, right? Little sandwiches and drinks and whatever. And my cousin came up, and we were selling it, right? The whole idea was to make a profit. So my cousin came up and he got some food and thing, and I said, well, nah, you good, use family, right? You gotta pay for that. And he said, hey, what? Family is family, but business is business. And if your friends and family and the people that are close to you value you and what you do, and they understand that you're trying to make a living, then they will not ask for handouts, right? They ain't gonna be like, oh, hey, give me a blind now, hook me up with this, or hey, give me a discount, or give me the homie hookup, or whatever the case is. No, dog, right? I have to keep a roof over my head just like the next person, right? I have bills to pay just like the next person. I want to make money just like the next person. That's why you get into business. You don't get into business because you want to make friends, right? You get into business because you want to make money at the end of the day. So, with that being said, if you're an inspiring entrepreneur, if you have a business already and you're not doing so, you need to pay yourself, right? The numbers, when you start a business and you develop your business plan, one of the first things that you need to put in that business plan is how much money do I need to make, right? I had to do that. How much money does George Anthony need to make to survive, right? And then you say, okay, what is my overhead going to look like? How much am I going to pay my employees? And all of that shit, but you have to come first. You have to be selfish, right? You have to look at yourself. You are number one. Your bills have to get paid. Your family has to eat. You have to keep a roof over your head. You have to keep clothes on your back. This kind of thing. Plenty of businesses fail as a result. My business is very young, right? And I'm fortunate to be able to have mentors. My mother has owned her own business for a long, long time and struggled doing that exact same thing and has told me time and time again, make sure you make time for you. Make sure you pay yourself. Make sure if you are your number one employee, right? So you're going to put all the time and all the effort and all the blood, sweat, and tears into the business. You have to compensate yourself accordingly, right? You have to pay yourself. My bookkeeper is telling me the same thing, right? How much you pay yourself? Everybody else getting paid, but you're not getting paid, or you're putting money back into the business. So you feel like actually doing something because you're putting money back into the business, because you're like the business is making money. To ask for what the business is doing, yes, obviously you want to show growth, you want to have revenue, but you should be paying yourself, right? The whole goal is that the business makes more money so that you as an individual can make more money at the end of the day, right? So keep that in mind. All of you who are aspiring to open a business, especially one that requires plenty of your time and blood and sweat and tears and effort, right? Spend more time working on your business and not in your business, right? Granted, in the beginning, yes, I'm the person that cleans the toilets and the windows and sweeps and mops and vacuums and cleans the mirrors and passes out flyers and trains clients and all that thing, right? But it doesn't have to stay that way. The idea is that it becomes automated. The idea becomes that if you provide a service, you should be able to replicate that service at any point in time, or clone yourself in another individual. That's what I try to do with coaches, right? I try to get coaches to think the way I think. And if they have a particular skill set that I can't replicate, then you market that skill set to your clients appropriately, right? So, but at the end of the day, the goal is to make money. The goal is to make money, right? So, for you, not just in the business. So, I go into USA this year. USA is a convention where all the different manufacturers of fitness equipment go to, and gym owners and studio owners and trainers and that kind of thing attend the conference, and they say, okay, this is the next best thing, right? This is, you need this in your gym, and this is why you should have it in your gym or your studio, or if you're a mobile trainer, or if it's a software, this is what you should be using, right? And I already tell myself, maybe I shouldn't go to USA this year because I don't want to spend money, right? Money on things that are not going to provide me a immediate return on investment, right? So I'm probably still going to go to USA because there's the Cortex, which my colleague Anthony Carey has come up with. So I'm probably going to go and show some support at his booth, go and check out the rest of the equipment and stuff like that people have there, to see what kind of was the next best thing and how maybe people are innovating, whether it's a modality or whether it's a piece of equipment, see what people are coming up with, right? I'd probably just go to show face, but at the end of the day, that's time that I could spend working on my business, right? But networking is valuable as well, right? So take the time to determine how you're going to leverage your time and how that time is going to benefit you and your business, right? But the whole spiel here was pay yourself, make sure you're paying yourself. You have to reward yourself for your efforts, right? And be mindful of that. So again, share, like, comment, please give me some input. If you had a good experience or bad experience, if you are a business owner at some point, or if you need any more advice that I might be able to offer, right? People who are out there trying to open my gym, trying to open my fitness studio, whatever the case might be, drop me a line, right? Go to the website, www.brainstorm.fitness. Follow us on Instagram as well, @brainstormfitness, right? Facebook Brainstorm Fit 1, Twitter Brainstorm Fit 1. Be sure to like this, share it, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Later.